Hi, welcome to February 3rd in the Daily Duo reading. Jeffrey's not back with us yet, but I'm going to be channeling Jeffrey's reading, and I'm going to read the Tarot, and then I'll be reading the Garden. And for those of you who wonder, I've read Tarot since I was 12, so I think I can read the Tarot, but I'm trying to channel sort of Jeffrey's feeling about it, and I'm not reading reverses because he doesn't read reverses. Lots of threes, lots of fours. Okay, what we have here is this is the body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. So our body, which is sort of how we attach to the earth and how we attach to universal energies, we're reaching out there, we're trying to go there. Boy, our minds are having a bad time this week. I don't know what's going on, but our minds are really bound up in living in the past and not facing the future so well. So that makes our spirit say, okay, I'm going to lounge. I'm going to be the lounge lizard. I'm going to hang out. I'm going to retreat. But we shouldn't do that because the grounding says money's there. Go for it, move forward. And the clarity says you get clarity from action. So once again, our mind is fighting with our clarity and our grounding, and we're just not as motivated as we should be. So the out of this is that it moves forward, and you can get the things that value that this is pyrite, which is perfect for the Ace of Pentacles. It's fool's gold, but it's still shiny and gold, and it moves things forward. So I would say that for this day, you can fight between these two. You can work this out. You can get, your body's going to be awake. It just needs to tell your mind to get out of the dump, sweetie lumps, and move forward. So we're going to roll the stones and see what the stones see. And in an earlier show, I explained that these stones are fusite, calcite, amethyst, pyrite, and sodalite. And I've explained to them, I think I'll put in the description below my thing what each stone sort of stands for, so you can maybe understand it a little more clearly. But it's really just kind of basically what... Oh, okay, we're all back. We're grounding back into the center again. Okay, this is pretty much what we saw. Your body, your grounding saying restate. That means rethink, relook at, make sure you're asking the questions all the right way. But the great stone in here is the spirit, which your spirit's moving on. Your spiritual, your psychic energy is moving on. It's going into the future and the presence equally, and it's moving out of the air. Air means things are moving on and moving up. Our bodies are between air and water. And when our body is between air and water, it says that we need to ground our thoughts, and it helps, but we can do that by understanding where we've come from and understanding those. And for something's coming out, this could be the Three of Swords we saw in the reading I did first. You've got your mind in fire, and that means do not become tied to false energy of the past. Remember, we saw that Three of Hearts. So if you, Three of Swords in the heart, if you want to believe that. And then you've got sodalite in fire also. And sodalite is use the ideas you carry from your past to find better solutions. So you have to go back and look at those, but that doesn't mean you have to be tied up in them. And apparently from the restate being there, we're just not asking the question exactly the right way on this day. But remember what it said, when we finally got all of those elements together, we can move forward. And we certainly have that in air and present, future and present being in the amethyst. And ideas planted at this time will absolutely flourish, and clarity comes from a variety of paths. So you've got a whole lot of thinking to do here, but then you're moving forward. And that doesn't mean you're going to sit down and go like the thinker and think. It means you're going to have synchronicities and ideas come up and things are going to happen around you, and you're going, oh, I remember when that worked. Pay attention to those things. because they're really important to help you move forward. Anyway, that's my reading for today. I think if I was going to sum it up into anything, it's think, rethink, but do move. Do move. See you tomorrow.